All right, let's go ahead and begin. So, slope is rise over run, okay? Remember, it's the vertical over horizontal. So the first thing I want us to do is observe these two shapes. Everybody, if possible, write one thing in the chat. What do you notice about the graph? Triangles. Please take 1 minute to write out what is one thing you notice. And if possible, please make this public, okay? So don't private message me. Send it to everybody. Because remember, there's no right or wrong answer here, okay? Let's see. So far we have people, some people are saying that it's same shape but different size. Okay. Ooh, Maria Jose went ahead and said one shape is dilated. Okay. I'm gonna give you about 20 more seconds because it's only about 6 people and there's like 20 something of us in here. So let me write some of these down actually. Some people are saying one shape is bigger. One is saying one is a dilation. What else do we have? Ooh, Betsy, I like what you said. They're connected on the same line. They are both on the same line. Anything else we can add? For Q, if you go down there, it's going to be 4.5. Okay. So I'll say this. These are dilations. So one triangle is the same shape as the other one, except one is bigger than the other one. They are both on the same line. So now that we've talked about some of the things that we notice, las cosas que notamos, what are some of the things that's making us ask, question, wonder? What are some things that we're thinking, I wonder this about it. So right, one thing you wonder about this graph. Oh, Okay, let me see what people are writing. I wonder what the scale factor is. Okay. What's the scale factor? What's the scale factor? How many times bigger is one triangle than the other? Ooh. Okay. Okay, I wonder what this P and Q mean. Those are just names for the whatchamacallit, for the triangles. I wonder what yes. So part of this activity is for you to recognize, hey, these triangles are on the same line and they are dilations. So let's figure out how many times bigger is one triangle over the other. Can I have a volunteer tell me what the height of this first triangle is?
3.
3. Thank you so much. What's the height of the bigger triangle? This one here.
6.
6. Perfect. So,
So it's just like double. It's
oops.
double the second triangle.
Yes, it doubles by 2. Oh, that's Jocelyn? Sorry, I didn't know who that was because it has a different name. Sorry, I asked the person to change their name. Yeah, Angel, the ratio is 2. The ratio is 2, right? Because it's doubling. But let's just make sure it is 2. How much does this measure, this side length here?
2 or 1.5, I think.
1.5. Yeah, it's 1.5. It's because it's not quite 2, but it's also not 1. You do not have to write this in your notebook. You do not. No. What about P? How much does this measure here? What's the length there? Thank you, Angel, Catherine, Juan. Yeah, 3. So it went from 1.5 to 3. What do you think the multiplier is? Angel, how did you get 2?
I got 2 because if you multiply 1.5 times 1.5, so like if you put the 1 and 1, it equals 2. So the other 0.5s equal into 1, so it's 3.
Okay. I think what you meant by multiplying is if you add them, right? Since we're doubling them.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
I wanted to say that.
Yeah. No, I made the same mistake yesterday. Yeah, you're doubling it, right? So you're basically adding 1.5 to itself. So the scale factor here is 2. It's twice as big. You do not have to write this down. No. By the way, I don't know why your name is showing up as Mitch, M-I-C-H. Right, this is Jocelyn, right? Wait, who is it? Wait,
This is
Jocelyn.
Michelle.
Sorry, somebody had messaged me if I can let Jocelyn in, and I was like, okay, that's weird. I don't know why her name is Mitch.
Yeah, she confused me with Jocelyn.
Hi, Leslie. Hi. Yeah. Anyways, I'm not. I'm not. It. What do I want to say? You have my number, right? You can text me, be like, Maestro, can you let me in? because I just don't want random people joining the class, especially when they're changing names. Like, anyways. So these two triangles are on the same line, and do I want to say they're dilations of each other? Yeah, I got you. I think I can. Yeah, I can. Gotcha, fam. Do I want to talk about that right now? Yeah, why not? Why not? What's the slope of the first triangle? What's the rise? What would be the ratio? How do I write the ratio for the slope?
2.
Okay, you're giving me the slope, but what's the ratio? Like if I had to set it up as a fraction. What's the height of the first triangle?
3.
And what's the run?
1.5.
1.5. What about in the second triangle? What's the slope here? What's the rise?
6.
Mhm.
And 3.
And 3, right? It's the run. So if anybody has a calculator, what's 6 divided by 3?
2.
2. What's 3 divided by 1.5?
2.
2. So let me get this straight. Let me just restate. These two triangles are on the same line. And when we find the slope, when we take the ratio of the height and the run, they give us the same number. But notice how 6 over 3 looks like it's different from 3 over 1.5, but they're not different. It's the same ratio. It's the same number. Keep that in the back of your mind, okay? Let me change this one up a bit. What is another way to write the number 2? So what's a different way I can write the number 2? Otra manera en que pueda escribir el número 2. Ooh, Angel, not quite, but you're close. Okay, Mario. Yes, Kathy, for sure, this one. Definitely write this down. So Mario said 2 over 1. That is correct. 2.0, yes. What's another fraction that is equal to 2? Nice one, Angel. I think you mean 4 over 2. But yeah, 4 over 2. What's another fraction? Otra fracción. 6 over 3. Yeah. Yeah, because 6 divided by 3 is 2. One more. One more. Ah, Jennifer, you're so funny. She really said 1 plus 1. Yes. 18 over 9 or 10 over 5. These are all equal. So that's actually really funny, Jennifer. So this particular problem is opening up our eyes to see that there's multiple ways you can write the number 2, especially as a fraction. You can write it as 10 divided by 5, 18 divided by 9, 6 over 3, 4 over 2, or more importantly, 2 over 1. This is going to be huge later today. Remembering that you can write any number with a fraction, with a denominator of 1. Me pegó hambre temprano hoy. Ahora, this is what's going to happen. Let me create breakout groups. If I can find the thingy-majiggy. In your groups, one person is going to screen share their screen. The other 3 people are going to help each other to try to find the slope for these 3 triangles. Once you find the slope for all 3 triangles, you are then going to summarize and talk about what do you notice for all the slopes. This should not take more than 10 minutes. So I'm going to give you 10 minutes to be in your groups, okay? I'm creating breakout groups right now. As stated, in your breakout groups, one person, actually, you know what? I'm just going to tell you who's going to screen share, because in my last class, people were having issues, like nobody was stepping up to screen share. So if I say your name right now, you're going to screen share in your group. You're going to screen share the PowerPoint, okay? In fact, let me give you that PowerPoint again. Where's the chat? Did I lose the chat? Okay, there's a chat. Everybody please click on it because you don't know if you're going to be the screen share. Okay, if I say your name, you're going to screen share for your group. Ashley, Diana, Emily, Kelvin, Surami, and Mario. All of you are going to be screen sharing for your group, okay? The rest of you in those groups, you're going to help your team find the slopes for these 3 triangles. And just in case you forgot, slope is rise over run. Wait, you guys don't have access to it? That's weird. Kelvin, are you logged in, with your OUSD account?
Yes, I'm logged in with my USD account.
That's so weird that it's not letting you. Oh, you want editor access? Oh, no, no, no. I am not giving you editor
What?
access.
What do you mean?
Why is nobody talking? Wait, what?
We gotta be like that, Maestro Olivares.
I'm not. Not yet. I've had instances where people were hold up. I think Emily is. I can't hear no one. Try relogging computer. Reliving, relogging. I think Emily is having issues, and I think Emily was supposed to be the one that was supposed to share out. So Eliseo, can you be the person in your group to share your screen, please? Thank you. So, as I said, I'm gonna put y'all into groups, and then we'll come back in 10 minutes, okay? So find the slopes, and then one person, if you feel comfortable, to try to summarize what you found. And then let's see, please go to your breakout groups right now. Rodrigo, Michelle, Maria, Edwin, Chris, Angie, and Alexander. Si es posible, please go to your groups. And then the only people who should stay here are Yesler, Jessica, Norlene, Edgar, Dani, and Brian. ¿Están aquí disponibles ahorita? Okay, Emily, I sent you to your group, okay? So what we're doing right now is we're gonna find the slopes for these three triangles, okay? So let's look at the first one. Let's see who's in this group right now. Yesler, what is the height of the small triangle that I just colored? What's the height?
I forgot.
¿Cuánto mide esta parte del triángulo? How much does it measure?
4.
Ooh. Okay, Brian, go for it. No. Dilo, Brian.
3.
So, why? ¿Por qué?
Porque ahí tiene 3 cuadros y puso la línea, solo bajó 3.
¿Oíste, Yesler?
Ah,
¿Sí oíste lo que dijo Brian?
sí.
Okay, so este lado mide 3, okay? So this side is called the rise. Rise means subir, right? Está subiendo 3 bloques, cuadritos. A ver, Rodrigo, can you please go back to your group? I mean, can you actually go to your group? And then Emily, I don't know. I guess you can just say here. It sucks that you can't hear anybody. It might be your headset. Jessica, ¿cuánto mide? How much does this side measure? You hear me now? 4. Mide 4. Gracias. And this is called run. It's called run because when you run, right? Cuando corres, when you run, you're running like this. You don't run arriba, right? Eso no es posible todavía. We run horizontally. So, what's the fraction here? Can somebody tell me what the fraction is? What's going to be the rise over run? So if I were to write, si escribiría, ¿cómo se dice la ración? La fracción con el rise y el run, ¿qué sería? Can you hear me now? Okay. Brian, so, ¿qué sería este? Okay, so Brian, I see you wrote 3/4. ¿Puedes explicar por qué dijiste 3/4?
Porque ahí tiene 3 líneas de arriba y abajo tiene 4 líneas abajo.
So, igual como dijo Brian, la fracción es lo que sube y lo que corre, right? The rise over the run. So it's going to be 3/4. Okay, give me a second. So, let's look at the bigger triangle. Hay que ver el triángulo más grande. ¿Cuánto mide? Ay Dios, déjame escoger otro color. ¿Quién no he oído hablar? Norlin, I haven't heard you talk. ¿Cuánto mide? How much does this side measure? Norlin, ¿cuánto mide ese lado? Okay. Edgar, can you unmute your mic and tell us what it measures? ¿Cuánto?
6.
6. Thank you. So the rise is 6. Juan, I see you just got in here. ¿Cuánto mide este lado aquí? ¿Cuántos cuadritos hay? How many little squares do we have?
Where?
Right here. Right here. The bottom part.
4?
There's 4 squares. Nomás hay 4 cuadros.
Oh, sorry.
How many?
Wait.
Cuéntalos, cuéntalos. No hay prisa.
8.
8 of them. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So what's the fraction? What's going to be the fraction? ¿Qué va a ser la fracción cuando escribimos el slope?
8.
Fracción, fracción. So va a
Oh.
ser algo sobre algo. So, ¿qué va a ser la proporción? What's going to be the proportion? I heard somebody say it in the background. Brian, can you say it?
6/8.
6/8. Yeah. Remember, it's the rise over the run. So you take the rise, ¿cuánto sube el triángulo? And you divide it by the run. ¿Cuánto corre el triángulo? Do you feel comfortable doing this? Thank you, Brian. Solamente lo que estamos haciendo es contando cuadros y escribiendo los lados como una fracción. Yo pongo las preguntas. So I'm gonna join a different breakout group really quickly, but maybe tell me what the fraction is going to be for this one, okay? See if you can tell me what the fraction is. I'm gonna join a different group right now, okay? I'll be back. All right, did you find it? Did you find the fraction? What's the fraction?
2/2.
Ooh, close, 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 close. Ahorita van a regresar todo el grupo, ¿ok? Y vamos a hablar acerca de este problema. Ay, déjame irme para acá. Una sopa marucha. Si tuviera limón y Valentina y unas galletas saladas. Angel, you're on the right point. Okay, so I apologize for not being able to go to groups. I stayed back with a group of people and I was working with them. That's why I ignored all of you. I'm sorry. But I checked in with one group and all people were talking in there, and that actually made me really happy. Like, seriously. It might be the highlight of my day. So let's take a look at this. All you had to do was look at the rise and the run for these triangles and then write the ratio as a fraction. So can I have a brave volunteer? Did I say that word correctly? Volunteer. Can I have a brave volunteer? And tell me, what is the slope for this first triangle?
3/4.
3/4? Yeah, 3/4. Thank you, Ricky. 3/4. Juan. So, hay un botón. There's a botón que es una slash. ¿Sí lo ves? Ese mero, el que hizo Doris. The one that Doris wrote, that's the slash. Perfect. So let's take a look at the second triangle, the bigger one, okay? Let's see. We have the vertical length, and we have the horizontal length. Angel, can you unmute yourself and tell me what was the ratio you got? Ángel, no te oigo. ¿Qué pasa, calabaza? What's the fraction? ¿Qué es la fracción?
The fraction is 6/8.
6/8.
Adding
Perfect.
on top.
Perfect. So I'm going to hold you off on that second comment, okay? I'm going to ask you to save for it later. So the third triangle, it's a little bit trickier to see, okay? So we know one of the lengths. Good morning. We know one of the lengths, okay? We know this length here, it's 2, because it's right there. It's 2. So already, if I want to write it as a fraction, it's going to be 2 at the bottom. Pero, Brian, can you unmute yourself and tell me what the height is? What's this right here?
2.5.
Ooh, no, not 2.5. You have it in your fraction.
1.5.
1.5. ¿Por qué? Why?
Porque la línea no sube muy arriba donde está el cuadro. Ahí se pone en el medio. Así que ya no es 2. Es 1.5.
Perfect. Beautiful. So what Brian said was, it doesn't go all the way up to 2. It's not 2 squares completely. It's a little bit past 1. And in fact, it's in the middle, right? He said a medias. It's in the middle between 1 and 2. So that's a 0.5. Una media. Una media? Un medio? Un medio. So it's 1.5. Thank you so much, Brian.
But why do you only count it for that one? Why don't you count it for the rest?
Great question. Why do we only count it for this one and not the other ones? Well, déjame borrarle aquí. Notice how this length right here, it's exactly 3. There is no decimal. There's no like 0.5 or 0.4. It's directly 3. 1, 2, 3. Igual, on this length right here, 1, 2. It's whole numbers. But right here, 1, and it doesn't go all the way up to 2. It doesn't. It's only half. So that's why it's only half. Angel, I want to give you the spotlight right now. You messaged something in the chat earlier. You gave me a decimal. Me dices un decimal. What was that decimal you wrote?
Decimal row was 0.75.
How did you get 0.75 or 0.75?
I got that I divided it by 6 and got 0.75, and then I divided it by 3 divided by 4 equals 0.5.
So what Angel said, and I'll say it again, all he did was divide the two numbers with a calculator. He got 0.75 here. He got 0.75 here. And he got 0.75 here. Those three fractions gave him the same number. Why do you think if you have these triangles on the same line, why do you think you get the same number when you write the ratio of the rise and the run? Why is it the same number? Why do you think it's the same number? Type out what you think in the chat box. It doesn't have to be correct. It doesn't have to be wrong. This is just me opening up your minds and I'm showing you you're getting the same number. But why? Thank you, Maria Jose. Thank you, Angel, for giving me an answer. Everybody else, just tell me, well, why do you think they're the same? Thank you, Ricky. Thank you, Calvin. Thank you, Mario. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Doris. Thank you, Angel. I'm gonna answer this question. I'm gonna answer this question by asking you a question. Why are they the same? Ooh, Daniela, you're really close. How you good, Chris? Imagínate, you're climbing a mountain. Están subiendo una montaña. In fact, the mountain you're climbing is this one. This is the mountain you're climbing. Is it gonna get any easier? Is it gonna get more difficult? Or is it gonna be the same level of difficulty as you climb this mountain? Is it gonna be easier, harder, or the same if you're climbing this mountain? Okay, some of you are telling me it's the same. Why is it the same?
Because it's the same number.
What's the same number? It starts with the letter S. It starts with the letter S.
Slope? No, no, yes.
Yes.
Slope?
Yes. The slope of the mountain. The slope of the mountain stays the same. It's not getting harder, right? It's not getting steeper, but it's also not getting any easier. It's not, it's not leveling out. It's the same slope across. So when we look at these three triangles and we find the ratio of the rise and the run, we're getting the same number. Why? Because they're on the same line. It's the same ratio. It's the same slope. It's the same level of difficulty. I wish I could zoom in. A ver, ¿quién fue el que me dijo el número de 0.75? It was Angel, right? I think it was Angel. How can I write 0.75 as a fraction? It was an Angel? Who was it? How can I write 0.75 as a fraction? What can I put in the denominator? What number?
One.
Thank you, Ricky. Yeah, you can put 1. So the slope, which is 0.75, can be written as a fraction, 0.75 over 1. For those of you who don't know, 0.75 es 3/4. It's 3/4. I know it's really difficult, but just bear with me. Déjame borrar todo lo de aquí. Ay, no. I want you to look at this little triangle. Ricky, I haven't heard from you all day today. What's the run of the little triangle? ¿Cuánto mide de aquí a aquí?
Where? Oh, the little triangle right there.
¿Cuánto mide the bottom part?
Oh, 1.
1. Can somebody tell me what this measures here? ¿Cuánto mide esto de aquí?
6.
Not 6.
No. Wait, where?
This little portion right here.
Okay. Oh,
Uno.
I don't know.
It's not 1. It looks like it's 1, but it's not. If it was 1, it would go
0.5?
Ooh, you're super close.
0.
0.25?
No, that's 1/4. That's un cuarto. Ooh, Diana, ¿cuánto mide?
What is it? 7 point. Oh my.
Close.
No.
7.5.
No.
0.75.
0.75. 0.75 es 3/4 del cuadro. El cuadro mide 1 and it's 3/4 of the square. The ratio does not change. Oh, okay. Sorry. It's okay, Diana. The ratio, la proporción, it doesn't change. Last year, you talked about proportional shapes, right? You remember how shapes were proportional, meaning one is bigger than the other, but it's the same ratios. This is exactly what we're doing here, except now we're looking at the ratios as a line. We're looking at how much it's going up and how much it's going to the right. That's why the slopes are the same. We didn't get to finish the lesson, but I think this class has a better grasp and understanding of what slope is. And I'm gonna find out after you do your homework today. So let me just show you what I need you to do right now. I need everybody to please go to Canvas. In fact, let me do this. Bruh. I need everybody to go to Canvas. If you need this link right now, I can give you the link. So you can join on Canvas. the next thing you will do, go to modules. And then what week are we in? What week is this?
Thursday. Yeah.
¿Qué semana, dude?
Two?
I don't know.
La
Week
tercera
three,
semana.
week three,
La
we're
tercera
week three.
semana. We're on week 3. Pero, thank you, Ricky. This is Thursday. Es jueves. This is what you're going to do for homework. The exit ticket slope. You're going to do that for homework. But what I want you to do right now is this one. Growth mindset check-in.
We can't see what you're doing.
You can't?
No, we're just on the home Canvas page.
Yeah, well, we could see your 4 courses.
Yeah.
Wait. What about now? Can you see it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can see it.
This was mindset check-in.
Oh, that is so weird. I guess it has to be on this screen and not on the other screen. Okay.
Maybe you're lagging.
What about now?
You're still lagging.
I think you're lagging. Anyways,
No, you.
so this assignment, it's easy 5 points. You're going to get these 5 points if you're honest. So what is it? This assignment is to see how comfortable you feel asking for help and engaging in productive struggle in the math classroom. I want to know, how do you feel in my class? There's 5 questions, and you're going to get points regardless of what you answer, but I want you to be honest. Question 1. What type of mindset would you rate yourself on taking challenges? You go up, taking on challenges, and you tell yourself, are you fixed, mixed, or growth? When talking about challenges, are you the type of person that doesn't try hard things and you prefer easy work or shortcuts? If so, pick fixed right here. If you're the type of person that tries something difficult, if someone asks you to do it and you wouldn't choose a difficult option though, click mixed. But if you're the type of person to choose something difficult rather than easy if you have a choice, click growth. There's 5 categories: learning from mistakes, perseverance, asking questions, and taking risks. For example, Ricky, I think you should give yourself a growth right here, because you do ask a lot of specific questions.
Oh,
I thought he was fixed.
No,
that's not with me, boy.
no, man, I don't know. This year, it's complete. This is where I see him. You ask a lot of specific questions. So be honest. You're gonna get the 5 free points, okay? But I want you to be honest because I want to look at the data, not individually, but as a group. And I want to see, are you all moving towards a growth mindset? This is where we all want to be. I know personally, I was fixed when I was younger. But anyways, when you finish the growth mindset, please type into the chat finished.
Wow, we're doing it right now.
Mhm.
Is it anonymous or do you know like who's doing what? Like
I
who
know
chose
who's
what?
doing what, but I'm not going to be looking at that. I'm just actually, let me just show you what I'm going to be looking at. Para que vean que I'm not playing with you. I mean, I'm not messing with you. I look at quiz statistics and I just look at how many people responded to certain responses. That's all I'm looking at.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, just be honest. Be honest. Thank you for those of you who said finished. Jessica, Brian, Edgar, Elvis, and Kathy. I have office hours today. Please come back at 12:30. Okay. And then Juan, Dani, Yesler, y Norlin. Si quieren venir a office hours today, ahí estaremos yo y Miss Darcy, okay? Chris, if you finish the growth mindset check-in, yes, you can start. And then, ¿a qué hora? A las 12:30. En 15 minutos estaremos yo y Miss Darcy para ayudarles con la tarea o otras tareas que no han hecho. Everybody, thank you all. I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing. I'm going to be sending emails out to students para que terminen sus trabajos, okay? But gracias a todos ustedes. I love this class. Don't say bye. Say see you later. Jesus.
See you later.
Gracias.
See you later, alligator.
In a while, crocodile.